Buddy boo boo. Buddy boo boo.
What if you could live by the ocean in New Zealand, take care of the sweetest dog, and spend your days swimming and sailing, all without paying a cent for accommodation?
It's called house sitting, and we've done it all around the world.
This is for anyone who's ever dreamed of traveling more without going broke, and for those who just want to see what it was like for us, what travel and living in New Zealand is really like. I'm Noelle.
And I'm Jonathan.
We're on a mission to live in 100 countries.
Ever wonder what would happen if you got rid of all your stuff and traveled around?
A few years ago, we would have said that was crazy or irresponsible.
But there's more than one way to travel.
Whether it's months in Colombia,
Or months in Romania.
weeks crossing oceans,
Slowly traveling the world.
we're writing our own story.
Everywhere we go, we meet amazing people.
This channel may not be for you, but we're inviting you to come along with us.
Because we're not just traveling.
Subscribe for free. It's time to go to our house sit. We're going to be totally honest here. If it wasn't for this house sit, we definitely wouldn't be in New Zealand right now.
New Zealand is pretty far away, and a little over our price range to stay for a month or longer.
So we were so excited when we got the opportunity to watch Buddy and the house where he lives.
House sitting is when you agree to take care of a house and/or pet while the owner is away traveling.
It's a way for the owner to be able to travel without having to pay someone to care for their home or pets.
And it's a way for sitters like us to experience a place like a local without paying for expensive hotels.
We found this house sit online through Trusted House Sitters, the community where millions of like-minded people get matched up around the world. Check out our link in the description of this video.
House sitting is one of our favorite ways to travel, but it isn't just a walk in the park.
Each house sit is unique and requires you to possess a wide range of different skills. Buddy! Hi, Buddy!
Buddy boo boo! Buddy boo boo!
Buddy! Buddy!
Buddy buddy boo boo! Buddy boo boo! He thinks he's the leader of the pack.
He doesn't want to do it with you.
You can read about our skills and what people have to say about us on our Trusted House Sitters profile.
Woo! If you're thinking of house sitting, make sure you do your absolute best.
It's not for everyone.
The owners leave a review for you at the end of the sit. Like this one, she said, "If you are lucky enough to have Noelle and Jonathan apply to sit for you, you don't need to interview anyone else."
Our house sit in New Zealand was absolutely wonderful, and it was exactly 1 month long.
Walking Buddy was the best part. On and off the leash, he was great.
The scenery and the New Zealand air was like a dream. We even saw this pahutukawa tree,
AKA the New Zealand Christmas tree.
the New Zealand Christmas tree.
He's like, "It's my towel."
We love Buddy so much.
Oh yeah, get it.
We are in Auckland, the most populated city in New Zealand. But we're a little outside of the big city where you can still find a quiet place to swim. I'm going into the ocean. It's a little bit chilly and rainy, but I want to go. It's so nice. The water is so nice.
And when we're not working, we are also lucky enough to be able to use the pool.
Or play pickleball with the locals. Go Noelle! Go Noelle! Don't step in the kitchen. Today we're going to do something very special. It's our special day to go sailing on this lake. And wow, it's something that I've been doing for a while, but Noelle has never done it before.
Yeah, this is my first time going sailing, and I'm excited to do it together with Jonathan because he's gonna be a good teacher. He knows what he's doing, and I'll just kind of go for the ride and learn as we go.
What are the different parts of the boat?
Okay, there's the starboard. The right side is the starboard side, and the left side is the port side. The back is the stern, and the forward or front is the bow.
It's a beautiful day outside, and the wind is, I think, gonna be ideal. And hopefully it's not too cold, but it looks like it's going to be a great day for sailing. We're taking our phone on the water, so hopefully we can get a few pictures.
Auckland is known as the city of sails, and it feels like everyone knows how to sail.
There's good wind, and we were able to rent this little sailboat for 75 New Zealand dollars per hour.
That's 44 US dollars per hour. This is so amazing. I love sailing with Jonathan.
I love it too. It's amazing. So what'd you think, Noelle?
Oh, that was absolutely crazy. That was different than I expected, you know. It's pretty windy and the wind changes a lot, and so it kind of, I don't know, it's kind of hectic, but it's nice when it's smooth sailing, as they say. Just going along and everything was good, and the wind was a little more predictable because, you know, that's when it was just more smooth and a nice ride, you know. There were parts when the wind was going a bit crazy, and you know, you never know where it's going, or big gusts of wind happen, so you have to, like, you know, be careful or aware of that. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing. It was my first time on a small sailboat like that, and so Jonathan was controlling that and steering the whole time, which was really great, and I would help with the sail, just adjusting that. And when we would turn around, we had to like switch sides of the boat so that it wouldn't flip, and yeah.
There are beaches all over New Zealand, and look at this little hermit crab.
It's tiny. Typically, when you're on vacation, you eat out, right? But if you have a kitchen, or even if you don't, you could save a lot of money just going to the grocery store.
Yeah, you know, like how the Kiwis do it. Kiwi is the term for someone who lives in New Zealand. Actually, it comes from a kiwi bird.
We take the bus to get to the grocery store, and look at these humongous windows.
Crystal clear. Riding the bus is so fun. The grocery store in New Zealand is pretty great.
Instead of plastic bags, they have paper produce bags, which I think is great.
New Zealand is very forward-thinking environmentally. What color is it?
My favorite color, orange. So bright.
They even have a machine that cuts a pineapple in 20 seconds.
That can't be true. That's gotta be false advertising.
First, we need a pineapple.
Let's see how this thing works.
Okay, close it with the bucket.
Okay. Let's start.
Whoa.
Oh, chop the bottom off.
Whoa. The top and bottom. Whoa. That was easy. What?
I can't believe it. That was even faster than advertised.
Yum.
They have all kinds of fancy cheeses.
Growing up in America, I never ate any of this cheese.
One thing they have a lot of is lamb meat. It's very delicious and surprisingly affordable.
And of course, Manuka honey. The famous medicinal honey, Manuka honey, only from New Zealand. Definitely getting that. We're going to try that at home.
I found a nasal spray for immunity and allergens, but it's with Manuka honey from New Zealand. New Zealand Manuka honey.
Cool.
Very cool.
Alright, so we just got some Manuka honey from the grocery store. This is, apparently it's a very important New Zealand product. We're going to try this for the first time. Let's see what it looks like. I can tell this is going to be very strong honey. It says on here, look at the label, 2.5 strength. And the front says 265. So it's like the rating. It comes from the manuka tree, where the bees, you know, were getting their nectar from the manuka tree. It smells really good. Whoa. That's good. It's not as sweet as I was expecting. That's good. They say this is good for healing wounds. Actually, a little bit right on my eye here.
Okay, that's gross. Oh my gosh. This isn't going in the video.
It's supposed to heal wounds. I don't know, I have some sort of rash on my eye. Okay, we're also going to try Vegemite. I don't think I would ever buy this, but the owners had some in the fridge, so we're going to give it a taste. Look what we found in the refrigerator. A very iconic spread. This is, I guess, Australian, but I really wanted to try this, so we're going to try it today. I have a cracker. Oh, it's black. Oh my goodness.
Probably don't need too much. I think it's a little bit much.
This is the first time I'm ever eating Vegemite. Whoa!
What's it taste like?
It kind of tastes like cheese a little bit, very strong.
Is it bad? Or gross?
I don't know if it's gone bad, but I think it's good. It's like, yeah, it's very cheesy, very...
Cheese?
It's that cheese flavor, like the different taste, like the umami taste, I think. It's very, very strong.
But it's dark. What is it?
I can see how people like this. It's much, I think the cracker is really good.
Yummy. Looks painful to eat.
Auckland is a very walkable place. The whole time we were here, we were able to walk, ride the train, and take the bus everywhere we needed to go.
Okay, so we're heading to Sylvia Park Mall here in Auckland. So we're taking the train, and it's just a couple stops to go check out the mall on Christmas Eve. Let's go.
Of course, there are lots of malls to walk around.
By the way, did you know that the day after Christmas is called Boxing Day in New Zealand? And that tons of people go shopping for the sales, kind of like Black Friday?
Every year we like to make cinnamon rolls around Christmas time.
Hi, Noelle. Now you're rolling the cinnamon roll?
Yeah.
We had a wonderful time during our month-long house sit, and now it's time to go.
In our next video, we're taking you with us to Hamilton. Why go to Hamilton? What's in Hamilton, New Zealand? You'll have to wait and see.
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and don't forget to check out trustedhousesitters.com. Seriously, it's pretty cool. We love it. There's a link in the description of this video.